side by side with us, and we're dropping it off to the new owners today. We are downtown at the moment. This is Hudson Bay Mountain, and it's a ski mountain, and you can see the ski trails over there. And there's another side to the mountain that you can't see from here, but it's one of the bigger mountains around this area for skiing and snowboarding. Today we're going to the Smithers Fall Fair. We're just walking in at the moment, so you'll probably hear some loud carnival sounds behind us. The Fall Fair is every year end of August, and it's a lot of fun, so come along with us. So we just made it through the gate. We're joined with Nicole, Tracy, Ian, and Erica, and they'll all probably make an appearance at some point. And we'll just take you guys along and show you guys the sights. We are Cory and Wallace, an early retired couple that are getting ready to embark on a journey around the world. But before we take off, we're excited to share and document some of our favorite activities around our beautiful home, Terrace, BC. Today brings us to Smithers, BC. They have a lot of the normal vendor shop. We got cotton candy, mini donuts, which everybody loves, lemonade, salad wraps. That's new. That's actually like fairly healthy. Surprisingly. Yeah. Right now we're gonna stand in line and get some lemonade. This is Erica.
Hi.
And she's gonna tell us about the fall fair and like kind of the history.
Perfect. Today we are at the Bulkley Valley Exhibition. This is the 105th year. It started in 1920. They've only ever missed 1 year. And it is all about all of the agriculture and farming. There's a lot of animals. There's a rodeo here. There's logger sports, which is what I think we're gonna head to first. A midway, and just a place for the whole valley to celebrate.
Cool. Did they only miss during COVID?
2020 is the only year they have missed since 1920.
As with everything.
As with everything. And as it was their 100th anniversary, I think there's a bit of disappointment that year.
Yeah, but
yeah.
World pandemic, what can you do?
They did make it up the next year, actually. It was pretty great.
Yeah. And this is probably the 5th time I've been to the fall fair in my lifetime.
Yeah.
So I haven't had a corn dog in like forever. So yeah, when in Rome, corn dog and a lemonade. These were $8 each. Probably not worth $8 each, but you're at a fair, so what are you gonna do? This is really sweet, but this is pretty tasty. So overall, I'm pretty happy.
It's ready. 1, 2, go. So the fastest choppers in the world will take 4 hits to put in a board hole. And let's see what we have here. We passed 4, but Cyrus thinks he's ready. He's got his board in and he's going up. And Herman's still working away, but Cyrus is in the air and he's working on his 2nd board hole. And if I know anything about Herman, it's that this board hole is going to be perfect, precise and perfect. And look at that, it is. And I'm going to say that Herman's board is not going to lean as much as Cyrus' board is. But we saw earlier that Cyrus is big on speed, maybe not on precision or quality so far, but let's see. Herman's board is perfectly level. Laser level perfect, and Cyrus is up and chopping. No, Cyrus has a second think about that. He's gonna go back and touch up that hole. These axes are razor sharp. You could shave with these axes, so you gotta be incredibly careful when you're handling them, and particularly when you're 6, 8 feet in the air chopping away. And Herman is up. Look at that positive angle he has on the board. He took a little bit of extra time, but now he's up and chopping, and he's ahead. Cyrus figures. Cyrus, be careful, buddy. I don't know, man. I'd like to see you make a better board hole there. And how about that? A big round of applause for Herman up in the air. But I've seen Cyrus chop, and if Cyrus can get that board hole cleaned up and in and chopping, he's going to make short work of that block on top of the tree. So let's see what happens here. It's not over until that block hits the ground. But he's left himself a whole lot of work to do. Herman switched to the backhand and he's about to finish off his chop. And Cyrus is still working away. That's looking like a little coffee break for Herman up there. Oh, Cyrus. Go. Get some refreshment. Yeah, Cyrus, I think you took your coffee break a little too early there, my man. Let's see. See, look at these precise board holes. I was right. Herman working away on the backside. Taking in the view from up there. Can you see the Ferris wheel from up there, Herman? The rodeo, some bull riding maybe? Yeah. There we go. How about that? Cyrus is up. That looks like a good one. So, in some places, there we go. That Herman is 44 hit board hole there, but I'm glad you got up there safe. And one more hit. How about that for Cyrus Yargo? Sometimes it's just grabbing the first one you see, other times they rifle through a bit.
Grab a block of wood, they have a dock on, and they have to chop
and then bring it back. The first hit needs to be on the spoon. 2, go! Well, that worked out. Are you guys on the same team? You're supposed to be racing each other. Kelway's broken apart already. Chad's got it apart. Is there any paint on that other piece? Nope, none. None. Kelway, you've got paint over on this piece. There's one here. Let's see, you need 4 pieces. It's your call, not mine. Oh, you gotta use the head of the axe, my friend. The handle's not gonna break anything but the handle. That dot's invincible. It's an invincible dot. Kelway's taking the, just break that slab off the side, you'll have 4 pieces. Just tear it off if you want. Tear it off, Kelway. There you go, run back. And to your block. Timers ready, contestants ready. 1, 2, go. The second round of our matchup between Herman and Cyrus. Let's see. We saw the ladies work their way through the block. Look at the pace of these choppers. They're well into the block now. I'm looking for the first turn. Who's going to be the first to turn on the backside? It's Cyrus. They turn together. Cyrus is in the backside. We got ourselves a race. Choose a favorite and get behind him. Cyrus versus Herman. They're neck and neck, and I think Cyrus might have this. It's getting close. Cyrus is... A couple swings behind is Cyrus.
We're here at the tractors, and Erica has the pleasure of babysitting basically one of our friend's little ones, and she learned all about the tractors, so she's going to give us a little bit of a tour.
All right, so all of these tractors are from 1914 to 1980. They're kind of collected by a fellow everyone calls Grandpa Banstra, and he repaired them. They all work. They have a tractor parade. I can't tell you anything about the individual tractors without reading, but I did spend a lot of time yesterday looking at them all. All of them are actually now a permanent exhibit here at the fairground. So one of the halls houses them throughout the winter so that they are protected, but they all work, and it's a very important or impressive collection. Yeah.
So old and vintage.
And there's some that definitely show, like, you know, how much engines and stuff changed over the course of the, or however long that was, 70 years.
How old is this one?
This one here is a 1950s. Actually, not the oldest.
Which one is the oldest, do you think?
I think the older ones are kind of in that back corner, or those ones up there, maybe the Fords.
Oh, yeah.
The other cool thing is they totally let kids climb all over these.
Look at how old this tractor is. This is from 1939. Look at the technology. And for those who are not farm people, I'll show you a newer one. For those who don't know anything about tractors, this is one of the newer ones. This is a baler, which means for haying, to bale up the grass and stuff to create the haystacks. I think this is a combine. And these are all the vendors. We're just walking down. It's like a little, I guess, market.
They call it the mall, but yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mall. It's an outdoor mall. It's not raining today, so that's always a bonus. And Wallace loves food, so he stops at like every place that you can eat. This is the
Achapam cookie, I think it said rose cookie, and they're made with rice flour, sugar, coconut milk, and like he said, ginger and fennel and other spices. So
they don't really have a lot of flavor. Try it. I guess there's a little thing in the back of the...
Oh, they're really crispy. They're really light and crispy. Not very sweet. Not as sweet as I expected.
Yeah,
they're good though. I like
they're
that.
Really good. Oh, hello.
Would you like to try some hash so you know?
Sure,
I will too.
What's the difference? Is this
Jelly and jam.
Thank you. Has he been busy?
He's been
What do you
busy.
think?
Yeah, yesterday was pretty busy. He's not
a little
super
tart,
sweet.
but really good.
Erica, what do you think?
I like it. I think it's really good.
One juice?
So just got some Hascap juice from a local vendor, and these I would assume are locally grown Hascap berries. So it should be nice and cool and refreshing on this very hot and sunny day.
I'm just trying the Hascap juice. Oh, that is lovely. They didn't add any sugar.
There's like a bit of sugar. There's
Yeah.
a bit of lemon juice and water and sugar, but it's not very sweet and tart and just really refreshing.
I love it when they don't add sugar. It's just more refreshing that way. And you taste the berry. This is the 4-H barn. And 4-H, I think it's worldwide, isn't it?
It's definitely North America.
Yeah. Basically, it's just teaching kids about animals and stuff, and then they have to like showcase their animals that they've been caring for the year, and they compete. And this is just where they're housing the cows at the moment. There's many barns. This is just one of many. And you can get a wagon ride if you want. I think they just circle all day. So again, this is the sheep barn for the 4-H club.
You guys like sheep?
Sheep's good. Tastes good.
They're so cute. You can't pet them or anything like that. They're just showcasing them. Looks like these guys got a blue ribbon. So they got blue ribbon in something. That's a goat.
These ones are big. This is my 7th steer in the Evelyn 4-H Club. I enjoy coming to the fair every year to show off my steers. This is my steer Rocket. He is a purebred Black Angus and he weighs 1,375 pounds. This premium steer has been fed with the best grain from Smithers Feed Store. I would like to thank my last year's buyer, Hoskins Ford. Happy bidding!
All right, I'm Quentin Steer. You take a look and you start them at go. And now what about $8 go? $8 go now $5. $5 here at $5 and start them $5 and $5. Now what about go at $5 and $5. $5 going go now what about go at $5 and $5. Now anybody looking now $5. $5 going go now what about go at $5 and $5. Now who'd better go at $5 who'd better $5 and $5. $5 going go now. Nice steer. I just like this steer too. $5. $5 go, 5 and 5. Now what about 5 and 5 and 5? Do I have 5? $4. Now 5. Now $5. Now 5 and a half. 5 and 5 and a half. Now 1 and a half and 6. 5 and a half. Now 6. Now 6. Now what about 5 and a half? Now 6. Now 6. Now what about 5 and a half? Now 6. 1 a year out at 6. Now 6 and a half. 6 and 6 and a half. Now 7. 6 and a half. Now 7. Now 7. Now what about 7 and 6 and a half? Now 7. 6 and a half. Now 7. Now 7. Now 7. I'm calling Ron at 6 and a half. I need 7. 6 and a half. Now 7. Now 7. Now what about 7 and 6 and a half? Now 7. 6 and a half. Now 7. I'm all done at 6 and a half. Now 7. Sold on your way at 6.5.
So we just watched an auction.
Was that Mark? Who bought that?
There was a bull.
Yep, steers.
The steer sold for
Austin
6.5.
Ford.
And it
And-
was
Thank you very much,
1,073
Mark.
pounds, I believe he said.
They do a great
So that
job.
is 6,974.50 Canadian dollars for that steer.
So this is where they house the horses for the competitors. This guy's really pretty. He's really pretty.
This is one of the
Say it again.
crafting, like art and exhibition halls for crafts and photography, and this is the sourdough bread area, which is quite popular. And we're going to go to the photography section.
Yeah, we're going into the photography. I guess there's only like 1 or 2 people that enter yearly.
Yeah. There's 2 that do a lot, and then like 1 other 2 people who do a few.
This just gives you an idea. So this is the sourdough.
This whole section here is sourdough, which is a big thing
So
right now.
do you just present a loaf and they
You
compare?
can tell they're all cut because they actually cut them and then they taste them.
Yeah, not a bad competition.
No.
And over here we have jars of lard,
Yep, we do.
because apparently that's a thing.
It's heritage food.
Yeah. This is all homemade honey, jam. What are these?
Beeswax cakes.
Beeswax. Beeswax cakes. Are they edible?
No,
No,
cake
just
of
for-
beeswax.
Yeah. Pickles, pickled items, canned, baking.
The sheep are cute.
Can you see it? This Ferris wheel is really cool. You can't really like turn it or anything, but it's just a really cool stand. I guess they do Lego building contests. That one's really cool. This is 12 to 15. That's really cool. Ages 12 to 15. As you can see, some of them are definitely younger entries, younger children entries, but they're really cute. So creative.
They've used Cheerios for donuts.
These are shoebox dioramas.
Yep.
Oh, so cute.
If you get a close-up of the mini donut stand there, those are little Cheerios being used for the mini donuts.
If you know the game Lucky Ducky, they did a really good job of recreating that and the lemonade stand. The duck pond. Cotton candy, space shop. Oh, look at this. We're heading over to the petting zoo. Fun fact, Wallace loves dogs.
What's not to love?
horses, they start making their laps around, this is my opportunity to remind you. Saddled. It is mount up and ride time. This team's all the way from Alberta, but Team Black headed to the hollow group. Oh! Come on, Drag! Go, Drag! Team Black is persistent. Yeah! Come on, Drag! Woo! Yeah! Woo! They've only got 2 minutes to work with. Be a minute 9, so we're a minute 8 for Team Black. The purple crew. Come on, Drag! 58 seconds. You gotta help them out, Grandstand. Coming up on the final 15 seconds. Coming right down to the wear wire. Go, Drag! Oh, that's the way to start an event right there. But you up with one of the best. Here we go. Ewing taking care of business. Now the numbers, they come together 1 through 25 from each judge for both horse and Kidney would take care of business as you watch. Notice the redirection and change, and the cowboy just goes with it. You gotta ride the wave. Well, we got the numbers. How about right to the top at 78? Here we go, Trey. Race me gonna come down before the required 8 seconds. Alrighty, let's count them down. 3, 2, 1.
Teams of 2, I think.
We've got 8 teams that are competing. The Cowpokes, Jack Sawchuk, along with Wyatt Roper DeYoung. We got the Pretty Bitchin' group, Caleb Beck, Carly Freeze. We've also got the Squeeze and Creamers, Jared Dick, Joey Bearjack, Frank Paulson. We got ropes on the same cow. This is creating quite an interesting milking affair. Give it up for the wild cow milking chaos that has just transpired. My goodness, 5 years old. It is a new horse to the herd this year. The mare Payday. Big Bang Barrel Race out in Alberta. And looking to play spoiler to those trying to get into the final. Now you watch how these horses come in. You gotta keep pace and speed. It is the agility of how they move. Now you watch her move this going around. And you know it. We gotta kick it up and cut it loose. 15-806 victory. There you are. Hey, Ainsley. Got the crowd with you. 16-291. That is 16-291.
She had shown somebody out.
It is loop on quick. They got one. We're going to be 6-2, but we got to tack on 5. It is 11-2. To get into that standings race, to punch your ticket. Fans, it comes down to this moment. Final bull ride of the night. You still with us? We're going to the number 2 man. Now I know the screen says Tristan Dan, but we'll correct it. This is Kyle Frizzy. He's got over 8,001 and he needs about 200 bucks to take over the lead. The bull he matches up with, Buckwheat. It is in our Panago Pizza buck shoot as he goes to serve up a little chin music to the bovine. You got to come with them. Final move on a Saturday. Veteran at 40 years young, looking to have a season's leader title before he hangs up those spurs. All right, Kyle, we got the contingent with us. Like a prize fighter in the latter part of his career, there's a few good fights left, and Kyle Frizzy is about to go toe-to-toe with a big buckwheat.
We just finished watching the rodeo. We came back to the truck to change into warmer clothes because it got chilly.
Getting a little cold out there.
Wallace was smart and brought his sweater and his jacket and everything. I left everything at home, so I'm wearing his jacket. Hopefully I'll stay warm enough. And we're just gonna head back in and check out the fair and have some dinner. So yeah,
grab some greasy fair food and some mini donuts and finish out the night that way.
I didn't show it, but I got butter paneer. Being celiac, it's very hard for me to find food. Indian food is usually my go-to. So butter paneer, it was delicious. It was $20 for a little tiny thing, but we're at a fair in Canada, so you kind of expect that.
I wanted a chicken burger and fries. Unfortunately, they were sold out, so I ended up with popcorn chicken poutine, which is actually really good. Again, $19. You expect that. It's a little pricey, but you are where you are, so not much you can do about it. So, yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna finish this food and maybe grab some mini donuts and wander around the Midway and just check out the rest of the fair before we call it a night. Okay, so now that we've stuffed our faces with junk food, we are going to get some mini donuts and some lemonade to finish out. So there's that.
I'll go get lemonade, you get mini donuts.
So that's a bucket of 30 mini donuts and lemonade.
And how much was the mini donuts?
$17.
Here, I'll taste test it for you. Quality check, if you will.
That is a lot of donuts. Have fun eating.
They're hot. They're really hot.
So yeah, we're gonna dig into that.
Sorry. Alright guys. We got 5 players over here.
So that is our day here at the Bulkley Valley Exhibition at the Smithers Fall Fair. We're gonna call it a night here. We're gonna go back and polish off the rest of these donuts and that lemonade. Any closing thoughts, Cory?
No, I really enjoyed it.
So we'll leave you there. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.
We hope you'll join us for more adventures in the next video. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.